There's some natural habits that all men can do to increase their testosterone naturally by up to 400%. These habits are so powerful that people using them throughout their day-to-day life have noticed improvements in muscle mass and strength, libido, energy levels, cognitive function, and an overall boost in mood and mental health. Boosting one's testosterone doesn't have to be hard. I mean, imagine just having to take short walks and you'd already be doing your body a huge favor. So if you're experiencing symptoms of low testosterone levels at an earlier age, such as poor sex drive, low energy, mood swings, or worse, erectile dysfunction, you should be doing something about it. In this video, I'm going to share with you the easiest route, not to mention for far less costly when it comes to increasing your testosterone levels. Later on, I'm going to show you my favorite method of boosting testosterone levels, which will allow you to feel an immediate effect right after you've tried it. Achieve wins, big or small. A study has revealed that a man who believes himself as a winner leads to a testosterone boost. In a rowing contest, where physical strength is the criterion for success, the male participants that believed they won received an average testosterone increase of 4.92%, while those convinced that they lost dropped by an average of 7.24%. People buy luxury goods because such purchases sometimes indicate the inherent value of a top-quality product. However, one greater influence for exorbitant spending decisions is likely conspicuous consumption, or the act of buying ostentatious goods for the purpose of displaying wealth and enhancing social status and reputation. Tentative evidence indicates that testosterone has a notable contribution to conspicuous consumption. In fact, it was found that young men who drove a luxury sports car had increased salivary testosterone levels than those who drove an old family sedan. Overall, winning a competition is classically associated with a higher social status and increased testosterone levels, whereas losing a competition is associated with a lower social status and decreased testosterone levels. Are your wins not as often as before lately? A super easy testosterone boosting hack would be to get some sun. Morning sunlight. The sun should be revered, not feared, especially since sunlight offers several health benefits to the human body, including boosting your T levels. The skin, in this case, is the hormone-promoting organ, and when exposed to the sun, skin cells called keratinocytes trigger the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland then releases follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH, the latter of which stimulates testosterone production in the testes. Moreover, it's important to note that factors like sleep quality and stress management play a role in optimal testosterone health, and are also impacted by how your mornings go. Your sleep and wakefulness are significantly influenced by your exposure to lights, be it natural sunlight or natural sun lamps. The neurotransmitter dopamine and hormone testosterone influence each other. Viewing light directly boosts dopamine, and in some studies has been shown to improve libido, hormones, fertility, and muscle recovery. Another established link between sunlight and testosterone is vitamin D. Sunlight can increase vitamin D levels, and in turn, having more vitamin D may raise testosterone levels. When vitamin D is processed by your liver, whether it's from food or the sun, this sends a signal to the testes to turn total testosterone into free testosterone. Supplementation is a common technique used by many males to boost their testosterone levels, and for a good reason. One science-backed supplement for this specific goal is a Southeast Asian herbal plant called Tongkat Ali, but more on this coming up. Exercise. Regular exercise causes testosterone levels to rise. Anabolic hormones such as testosterone stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Resistance training, in particular, increases muscle strength and hypertrophy. A 2007 study found that men who did strength and resistance training 3 times a week for 4 weeks were linked to increased testosterone levels, both right after a workout and over time. To get an even bigger testosterone boost from your workouts, consider performing exercises that use more muscles. Think full-body exercises such as this and this, lifting heavier weights instead of completing many reps of lightweight, and taking shorter rest periods during your workout. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, is another science-backed way to increase testosterone. One study in men found that HIIT, consisting of 90 seconds of intense treadmill running, interspersed with 90-second recovery periods, boosted free T levels more significantly than simply running for 45 minutes straight. The testosterone in the body is categorized into 2 types: Bound and free. Most testosterone is actually bound to proteins, rendering them inactive or unable to be readily used by the body. Free testosterone is not attached to proteins, and only about 2 to 5% of your total testosterone is free, as in active and ready for uptake by various tissues. Thus, elevated free T levels are always a good thing. Intermittent fasting. At one point, everyone thought of intermittent fasting, or IF, as just another fad diet. To everybody's surprise, though, it's been consistent at proving itself to be efficient for weight loss and beneficial for overall health and hormonal balance. The core principle of IF is to extend the time between meals, so the body is forced to utilize its fat stores for energy during the fasting period. Some researchers suggest that the stress response triggered by fasting activates the production of hormones, including testosterone. Furthermore, intermittent fasting has been found to improve insulin sensitivity, which is closely associated with testosterone production. Insulin resistance can hinder testosterone synthesis. Also, a small study among young men found that fasting for 24 hours resulted in a substantial increase in free testosterone levels. Another study observed that men following a time-restricted feeding pattern also experienced improvements in testosterone levels. Lastly, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce levels of IGF-1, a hormone that inhibits testosterone production when present in excess. Lower IGF-1 levels from fasting may indirectly promote testosterone production. But is intermittent fasting just not doing it for you? Then maybe you should try looking at things from another angle. Nutrition plays a profound role in maintaining healthy hormone levels in both males and females. In particular, your testosterone levels can benefit from adding this food to your diet. Olive oil. Diets high in monounsaturated fats may boost testosterone production. Monounsaturated fats include those found in olive oil, avocados, and nuts. The Mediterranean diet is a perfect example of this. One study found that replacing animal fats like this with vegetable oils like this increased men's testosterone by 17.4%. As such, olive oil consumption is a safer way of optimizing testosterone levels in men while not increasing the risk of heart disease. Plus, olive oil can help boost your total fat intake, thereby promoting testosterone production. A small study conducted in 2013 can back this, indicating that olive oil could increase serum T levels in healthy adult men. By the way, aside from just following these methods to increase your T level, you should also exert effort in avoiding common practices that are actually detrimental to your hormonal health. We're going to talk about more of these things shortly. Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali is an herbal medicine with many potential health benefits, including helping treat male infertility, improving mood, and increasing muscle mass. In particular, its connection with testosterone production in men is quite known. A 1-month study in 76 men with low T levels found that taking 200 milligrams of Tongkat Ali extract per day greatly increased levels of testosterone to normal values in over 90% of patients. Another benefit of Tongkat Ali in T levels, albeit indirect, is its potential effect to relieve stress. This herbal supplement may lower stress hormones in the body, decrease anxiety, and improve mood. And as you may already know, stress can cause testosterone production to decline. In other words, one way to optimize your testosterone is to minimize your stress levels. Speaking of plant-based supplements, taking Phaedogia agrestis is also found to help promote testosterone levels. Phaedogia agrestis, also known as black aphrodisiac. This Nigeria native bush plant is claimed to help increase testosterone levels, which in turn improves sexual performance and athletic performance. Some people take it to treat erectile dysfunction. According to one rodent study, supplementation with Phaedogia agrestis for 5 days led to remarkable increases in testosterone, 2-fold with 18 milligrams per kilogram, 3-fold with 50 milligrams per kilogram, and 6-fold with 100 milligrams per kilogram, and enhanced libido. Keep in mind that there's only been limited animal evidence to support such claims. Unlike Tongkat Ali, no human studies about Phaedogia agrestis have been conducted to date. Likewise, there's insufficient information to know how this supplement might work for any medical condition, so I suggest you tread carefully on this one. Supplementation does work. However, it isn't for everyone. Besides, nothing screams more natural, easier, and healthier than short walks. A midday brief walk. I'm not sure about you, but walking outdoors while snagging in some sun is the highlight of my day. If I don't have enough time in the morning, I usually do a quick 5 to 30-minute walk after lunch. A brief walk after a meal can improve metabolism and enhance nutrient absorption. In addition, it teaches your body how to recognize daytime and reset your inner sleep clock so that when nighttime comes, you can sleep better. Endurance or aerobic exercise, such as walking uphill at a faster pace, can increase levels of both free and total testosterone. Plus, sunlight exposure activates dopamine synthesis in the brain, giving you extra motivation. It also elevates your mood due to the serotonin that's released when the sun hits your skin, making you enjoy your walk even more. Bonus content. Reduce stress levels. When you're stressed, your cortisol level hikes up and in turn, badly affects your testosterone. It was found by one 2016 study that stressful events contributed to irregular changes in testosterone levels among males. Furthermore, studies show that cortisol circulating in the bloodstream reduces the level of free testosterone. Total testosterone refers to the sum of all testosterone circulating in your bloodstream, including, number 1, testosterone bound to 2 proteins, albumin and sex hormone binding globulin. Number 2, free testosterone, or the biologically active form of testosterone. Free testosterone is important because it's what promotes muscle mass, regulates your mood and libido, and more. You can have high total testosterone, but without experiencing the benefits, since most of it is inactive or bound testosterone rather than active or free testosterone. Chronic stress is infamous for its hormone-damaging abilities, including testosterone. And what better way to relieve stress than to do something you enjoy? It could be as simple as this, or this. These small things and many more can help calm your nerves down and effectively lower your stress. The thing is, even after diligently following those things that we talked about to boost your T levels, your efforts would easily go down the drain if you're not careful. Certain habits that may seem trivial can actually be the very thing that kills your testosterone. You can learn everything about testosterone killing habits to look out for in this next video, so make sure you watch it next.